Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to see model answer of HSC board exam February 2020, and before that I would like to explain the nature of question paper, and then we will discuss about the answers. In the question paper on the page number 1, general instructions are given, and it is necessary to read all these instructions in the 10 minutes before the starting to write the answers. And hence I would like to give the information about the instructions. There are 4 sections in this question paper. Section A contains question number 1 containing 10 multiple choice questions having 1 mark each. Question number 2 contains 8 very short answer type of questions carrying 1 mark each, and these 2 questions are included in section A, and hence section A have 18 marks. And the section B, it contains question number 3 to question number 14. Total 12 questions are there, and you have to attempt only 8 questions, 2 marks each. Section C contains question number 15 to question number 26. Total 12 questions again and 3 marks each, and you have to attempt again 8 questions. Section D contains question number 27 to question number 31, 5 long answer type of questions and 4 marks for each question. You have to attempt only 3 questions. Like this, we have to write the answers to each section on new page. I am saying answer to each section is started on the new page. That means if you started section A and you written the answers and there is a space on that page, you have to left that page and start section B on the new page, because these 4 sections have different nature of questions. Section A contains questions having 1 mark, section B contains questions having 2 marks, section C contains question having 3 marks, while the section D contains of the 4 marks. Hence we will start to the discussion of the answers to the questions in the chemistry. The first question was write the answers to the multiple choice questions, that is select and write correct answer of the following questions. And the first was identify synthetic polymer amongst the following, and the correct answer is terylene, because other options contains linen, jute, silk and terylene. Linen, jute, silk, these are the natural polymers. Terylene, it is also known as a polyester, hence the correct option is D, terylene. How to write the answer of the MCQ? It is the first MCQ, you have to only write D and terylene, not necessary to write the sentence of that MCQ. Like this, if only D is written, you will not get the marks. Hence remember, with correct option the answer must be written. Like this, the another question MCQ is which among the following hydrides is not a reducing agent, and the options are H2O, H2S, H2T and H2SE, and these hydrides are of the oxygen family. Hence oxygen, sulfur, tellurium and selenium hydrides. Among these, only H2O cannot act as a reducing agent. Hence the answer A, H2O. The next question is during oxidation of ferrous sulfate using mixture of dilute H2SO4 and potassium dichromate, oxidation state of chromium changes from dash dash to dash dash. Now we have to know the oxidation state of chromium in a K2Cr2O7. Potassium dichromate means K2Cr2O7, and The oxidation state of chromium in K2Cr2O7 is a +6, and when it converts into chromium sulfate, and the oxidation state in the chromium sulfate is a +3. You know about the rules how to calculate the oxidation state in a compound. Hence the correct option I will tell +6 to +3, and it is a B, +6 to +3. And MCQ number 4, identify complex ion in which effective atomic number of the central metal ion is 35. The 4 options are given. A is ZnNH3 taken 4 times, 2 plus, FeCN6 4 minus, FeCN6 3 minus, CONH3 6 times, 3 plus. And if you calculate the effective atomic number by the formula EAN is equal to Z minus X plus Y, you will get the species C, FeCN6 3 minus. Then question number 5th, MCQ number 5th, conversion of methyl chloride into methyl fluoride is known as methyl chloride into methyl fluoride. That means it is a halogen exchange reaction, and chlorides are converted into fluorides. The options are given: Finkelstein reaction, Short's reaction, Williamson synthesis, and Wood's reaction. And there are 2 reactions in which halogen exchange takes place, and these are the Finkelstein reaction and Short reaction. The correct answer is B, Short reaction. Then we'll move towards the question MCQ 6. The number of moles of methyl iodide required to prepare tetramethylammonium iodide from 1 mole of methylamine. In case of methylamine, there is only one methyl group, and if it is converted into tetramethylammonium iodide, again 3 molecules of methyl iodide will be required. Hence the correct answer is 3. Then 7th MCQ, name the reagent which on reaction with glucose confers the presence of 5-hydroxyl group in glucose. And the correct answer is acetic anhydride. The given options are A, hydroxylamine. It confirms the presence of carbonyl group. Bromine water, it confirms the presence of CHO group. Then dilute nitric acid, it also confirms the presence of CHO group and the CH2OH group. And acetic anhydride on treatment with glucose will give pentahydroxy derivative of that glucose. Pentaacetyl derivative of glucose. Pentaacetyl derivative. Hence acetic anhydride D is the correct option. Then identify antibiotic drug amongst the following. The examples are codeine, equinyl, Valium, and penicillin. And the C option is the correct. Penicillin is the antibiotic drug. The number of atoms per unit cell of body-centered cubic is, we know in case of body-centered cubic, the atoms are present at the corners, and also there is the one atom is present in the center of the body. And the contribution of the corner atoms to the unit cell is 1, and body center is 1. Hence the number of atoms present in BCC structure are 2. Hence the correct option is B, 2. Then the last MCQ, calculate the work done during the reaction represented by the following thermochemical equation at 300 Kelvin. Combustion of methane, CH4 plus twice O2, that gives CO2 and twice H2O. In this reaction, we have to calculate the number of moles of gaseous reactant as well as gaseous product, and by using formula we have to calculate the work. W is equal to minus delta nRT. By using this formula, we can calculate the work done, and we will get the answer plus 4.988 kilojoule. Like this, you have to write only the answers with their correct option in case of MCQ. Not necessary to write the sentence, and you will get the full marks. Now we will move toward the question number 2, and in case of question number 2 we have to solve or we have to write the correct answers, that is one sentence answers. If the question is like problem, but we have to write only answers. And the first question for that one sentence is, what is the concentration of dissolved oxygen at 50 degrees Celsius under pressure of 1 atmosphere if a partial pressure of oxygen at 50 degrees Celsius is 0.15 atmosphere? And we have to use the formula S is equal to Kp, and Henry's constant K is given 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 3, and we have taken here 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 0.14, and it is the partial pressure given, hence we have to multiply these two and we will get 0.182 into 10 raised to minus 3 or 1.82 into 10 raised to minus 4. You have to write only this 0.182 into 10 raised to minus 3 or 1.82 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles per dm cube is the answer. Then second question is, the right structural formula of the alcohol that results when acetaldehyde is reacted with CH3 MgBr in the presence of dry ether and the product is hydrolyzed. That means it is the reaction between aldehyde other than formaldehyde with Grignard's reagent, and aldehyde other than formaldehyde reacts with Grignard's reagent to form secondary alcohol, and the answer is CH3CHOH CH3, or you can write CH3 twice CHOH by the taking reaction. Not necessary to write the reaction, only we have to write the product or identify the structure. If you write the name of this compound, you will get 0 mark, because the question is write structural formula, and hence we have to write CH3CHOH CH3 or the condensed formula CH3 twice CHOH. Now we will move towards the third question. Write balanced chemical reaction for preparation of acetic anhydride using acetic acid, and I have written here 2 molecules of acetic acid reacts in presence of phosphoric acid or phosphorus pentoxide or concentrated H2SO4. Dehydration reaction takes place. 2 molecules of ethanoic acid, that is acetic acid, combined together with removal of water, and hence acetic anhydride is formed. And this reaction balanced the chemical equation, you will get 1 mark. And the fourth question is, write the chemical reaction involved in the formation of ethylamine using acetaldehyde. Again you have to write the reaction, and it requires only one line, CH3NH double bond NOH. It is the formula of acetaldehyde, and acetaldehyde on reduction by using lithium aluminum hydride and sodium or ethanol. These are the 2 reducing agents which can be used for the reduction of acetaldehyde into ethanamine or ethylamine, and this is the balanced chemical equation. Then the fifth MCQ is, what is electrometallurgy? The process in which metallic compounds such as oxides, hydroxides are electrolyzed in their fused state to obtain metal at the cathode. This is the definition of electrometallurgy. You will get 1 mark. Then the sixth question is, for the reaction N2O4 that gives twice NO2 gas, delta H0 is 57.24 kilojoule, delta S0 is 175.8 joules per Kelvin. At what temperature the reaction will be spontaneous? I have written the formula. T is equal to delta H divided by delta S. The value of delta H is given, the value of delta S is given. You have to divide this only, and you will get the answer 325.60 Kelvin. But remember, at this temperature the reaction will be at equilibrium, Hence above this temperature the reaction becomes spontaneous. Hence we have to write above 325.60 Kelvin reaction becomes spontaneous. You have to not necessary to write the calculation. You can write only the sentence above 325.60 Kelvin reaction becomes spontaneous. And then we'll move towards the next. The standard EMF of the following cell is 0.463 volt and the cell is given copper solid, single vertical line, Cu2 plus 1 molar, double vertical line, Ag plus single vertical line, Ag, and the molar concentrations are given 1 molar to the Cu2 plus and Ag plus. And if the standard potential of Ag electrode is 0.8 volt, and what is the standard potential of copper electrode, and I have given the formula E0 cell is equal to E0 Ag, because E0 Ag we have taken because it is on the right side and Cu is to the left side in the representation, hence right minus left, and we will get the answer E0 Cu is equal to plus 0.337. You have to only write again answer, not necessary to write the formula and calculation also. E0 Cu is equal to plus 0.337. It will get 1 mark. And the next question is, write the mathematical relation between half-life of zero order reaction and its rate constant. And we have to write the formula only. T half is the half-life period of the zero order reaction, and A0 is the initial concentration and K is the rate constant. Hence T half is equal to A0 upon 2K is the relationship between T half and rate constant for the zero order reaction. Hence we have to write only formula. And we will move towards the section B. The questions of the section B have 2 marks each, and question number 3 is, state and explain Hess law of constant heat summation. You have to write the correct law. The change in enthalpy of a reaction is always the same whether the reaction takes place in one or several steps. That means if the reaction is considered a conversion of A into C, it takes place directly, or it may take place in the step first A gives B and then B gives C, and we will get A into C. But the enthalpy change delta H1 for this reaction, the standard enthalpy change, if considered delta H1 for this reaction, delta H2 for this reaction, delta H3, then delta H1 is equal to delta H2 plus delta H3. That means the sum of the step first and step second enthalpies will give the enthalpy for A to C. That means the reaction takes place in a number of steps, but the enthalpy change is independent of these steps. Hence 2 marks, 1 mark for the law and 1 mark for the explanation. Question number 4 is, write the cell reaction and calculate E0 cell of the following electrochemical cell, and the cell is given Al single vertical line, Al3 plus double vertical line, Zn2 plus single vertical line, Zn concentration are 1 molar, E0 Al is given minus 1.66 volt and E0 Zn is given minus 0.76 volt. Already we have used that formula. Before that we have to write the cell reaction, the reaction between aluminum and zinc. We have the idea about the representation of a cell, then the species which is written on the right side undergo reduction, while the species which is written on the left side undergo oxidation. In this cell representation of cell, zinc is given to the right side, hence zinc will be undergo reduction, hence Zn2 plus will be converted to Zn, aluminum Al will be converted to Al3 plus, and we have to balance only the electrons. Then E0 cell is equal to E0 right minus E0 left. We have already given the explanation of this formula, and E0 cell is equal to 0.90 volt. Like this you will get easily 2 marks. Then question number 5 is the write the difference between order and molecularity of the reaction. You have to only write 4 points, and from these 4 points half mark to the each corrected point. Order is nothing but it is the sum of the exponents to which the concentration terms in the rate law are raised. Molecularity is the number of reactant molecules taking part in an elementary reaction. That means order is an experimental property, while this is a theoretical property. It may be an integer, fraction, or zero. That means the order of reaction, it may be 0, integer, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the molecularity it is always integer, and it is never fraction or 0. May change with experimental condition. Order changes with the experimental condition. It does not change with the experimental condition. Property of both elementary and complex reaction, but molecularity is the property of only elementary reaction. You have to write 4 points, half mark to each point. Then question number 6, uses of helium. You have to write 2 uses for 1 mark: filling balloons and airships, as it is light and non-combustible, producing inert atmosphere in metallurgical reactions, welding of metals. Liquid helium is used for the preparation of low temperature mixture of O2 and helium, used for the respiration in deep sea, and also for treatment of asthma. Like this, you have to only write only 2 points. We have given here 6 points. Neon, uses of neon, also you have to write only 2 points and half mark to each point. Production of neon lights. Neon light used in mist and fog. Neon in TV sets. Spark plug used in safety devices. Electrical instruments like voltage stabilizer and rectifiers. Neon bulbs are used in botanical gardens and in greenhouses. These are the simple uses. We have to write only 2 uses of each of these. Question number 7 is write the name and chemical formula of 1 ore of zinc, and we have to write 1 ore name carries half mark and the formula carries half mark. Zincite or zinc blend. Zincite having formula ZnCO3 or zinc blend having formula ZnS, half mark to the formula, half mark to the name. And again asked quaternary ammonium salt. Define quaternary ammonium salt. Quaternary ammonium salt is nothing but it is a tetraalkyl ammonium halide, and it is represented as R4N plus X minus tetraalkyl ammonium halide. Like example is tetramethyl ammonium chloride. You have to write only definition. 1 mark for the definition, half mark for the name of the ore, and a half mark to the formula of the ore. It carries 2 marks. Question number 8 is what is the action of acidified potassium dichromate on the following: Ki and H2S. Here I missed to write the H2S in the reactant. 3 molecules of H2S we have to write, and how these reactions are balanced by using redox reaction technique. We can balance the reaction. I have made the video for this balancing the redox reaction in my previous videos. You can see that. Then question number 9 is define optical activity. How many optical isomers are possible for glucose? You have to write here definition of optical activity. When plane polarized light is passed through certain organic substances like glucose, lactic acid, then plane of the plane polarized light gets rotated through certain angle towards right or towards left, and this phenomenon of rotation of a plane of the plane polarized light is called optical activity. And definition carries 1 mark. Number of optical isomers for glucose, and the formula is number of optical isomers is equal to 2 raised to n. Glucose has 4 asymmetric carbon atoms, and n is equal to 4. 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16. It carries 1 mark. Then question number 10 is explain continuous etherification process for the preparation of diethyl ether. And in this continuous etherification process, we have to write the reaction for this first. And this reaction takes place in 2 steps. Ethanol reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin. Formation of ethyl hydrogen sulfate takes place, and that ethyl hydrogen sulfate again reacts with concentrated H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. Formation of diethyl ether and plus H2SO4 that is used in the reaction. In the first step, it is regenerated. H2SO4 is regenerated, and hence it is a small amount of H2SO4 can convert ethanol into diethyl ether continuously. Hence it is known as continuous etherification process. And excess of ethyl alcohol is distilled with concentrated H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. And these reactions carries 1.5 mark, and H2SO4 is generated, and hence small amount of H2SO4 can convert. This sentence carries half mark. Question number 11. Identify A and B in the following reaction. Benzene reacts with CH3COCl acetyl chloride in presence of AlCl3, that gives A. A is nothing but acetophenone, because it is a Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Hydrogen atom is replaced by acyl group, COCH3 group, and hence acetophenone is the A. You have to remember to write only A acetophenone and B ethyl benzene, not necessary to write the reaction. That acetophenone reacts with zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. It is a Clemenson's reduction. It reduces CO group into CH2 group. Hence ethyl benzene is formed. I have written the reaction, but not necessary to write the reaction. Only you have to identify A and B. That means you have to write acetophenone and ethyl benzene, but you have to write the formulas of these. You can write the names also, but I would like to give you information that these species, the formulas of these species you have to write. Question number 12, and the question number 12 is write the structure, that is a Haworth projection formula of alpha D-glucopyranose. I have written here the Haworth projection formula for alpha D-glucopyranose. And what is the difference between alpha D-glucopyranose and beta D-glucopyranose? The first HOH are the positions are different. Here H is to the upper side, OH is towards the lower side, and in case of beta, OH is on the upper side, H is on the lower side of the anomeric carbon. All other things are same. It is very easy to remember alpha D-glucopyranose and beta D-glucopyranose. Hormones, these are the defined hormones. These are the chemical substances produced by endocrine glands in the body and are released directly in the bloodstream. It is known as hormone. It is for 1 mark. Question number 13. Types of solids. Classify the following solids into different types: A silver, B P4, C diamond, and D NaCl. You have to write only silver is a metallic solid. I have already given the video for this. I will not explain his here. Question number 14. Define molality and osmotic pressure. This is the definition, 1 mark for each. It is defined as the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Here 1 kg of solvent is necessary. If you write 1 kg of solution, it is wrong. Osmotic pressure, the excess of pressure on the side of solution that stops the net flow of solvent into solution through semi-permeable membrane is called osmotic pressure. These are the 2 definitions. Hence we have finished the section B. It carries 16 marks. Section C having 24 marks. Attempt 8 of the following questions. Question number 15 is define flux. Write a note on leaching process. And flux is a chemical substance added to the concentrated ore during smelting in order to remove the gangue to form easily fusible slag. It is the definition of flux. Leaching is the process of extracting a soluble material from an insoluble solid by dissolving out in a suitable solvent. This definition carries 1 mark, what is leaching carries 1 mark, and the example of leaching process you can write alumina, formation of alumina from insoluble ore by using NaOH or Na2CO3. First it is converted into sodium metaluminate. You have to write the reactions, and aluminum hydroxide on heating again gives soluble form Al2O3. This is the example. You have to write 2 definition and 1 example. Question number 16 is draw the structure of sulfurous acid having formula. We must know the formula is not given. It is H2SO3. You have to write two hydrogen atoms and 2 OH groups are present on the sulfur, and remaining oxygen is directly attached to the sulfur, and it will have 1 lone pair of electrons. Not necessary to show the lone pair of electrons, but you can write OH, OH and S double bond O. This is the structure of sulfurous acid. Sulfuric acid having formula H2SO4, sulfurous acid having formula H2SO3, 2 hydrogen atoms and hence 2 OH groups are present. It is the technique. Nitrogen, and another question in that is explain why nitrogen does not form pentahalides. For that you have to write the electron configuration. From the electron configuration, it is not necessary to write the configuration of phosphorus, because in the model answer only given is the nitrogen, and the question is also given about only nitrogen. Why nitrogen cannot form pentahalogen compound? But we compared with the phosphorus. In case of nitrogen, the electron configuration is 1s2 2s2 2p3, and it do not have d orbital, hence it cannot expand its octet like phosphorus, because phosphorus the electron configuration is 3s2 3p3, but it have empty 3d orbital, hence electron from 2s can be promoted to the 3d orbital, and it will have 5 ampere electron, 3s1 electron, 3p3 ampere electron and 3d1 ampere electrons, and hence phosphorus can have pentavalent structure, but nitrogen do not expand its octet due to the absence of a 3d orbital. Only is the vacant 3d orbitals are not present. In case of nitrogen, it carries 1 mark. Then question number 17, write the general electronic configuration of lanthanides. We'll first write the configuration, and the general configuration of lanthanides is xenon 6s2 5d021 4f1 214. This is the correct configuration of lanthanides. And the next included question in it is why are most of the compounds of transition metals are colored. The color of the transition metals are due to the presence of unpaired electrons in f orbital, and ff transition can be observed. Color of the transition metals, not inner transition. ff transition is not required. dd transition for the transition elements, because the configuration of lanthanide is asked and the color of the transition metals, that means the d block elements. dd transition, nature of ligand, geometry of complex, but dd transition is responsible for the color. Here I have explained the one example. Iron Fe3 plus have 5 ampere electrons, and when splitting of d orbital takes place, the electrons are arranged like this. One electron from lower energy level can be promoted to higher energy level. That higher energy level electron, when comes to the ground state, it emits the color of the complementary radiation. Hence these are transition elements are colored due to dd transition. Question number 8 is calculate the effective atomic number of a copper in CuNH3 taken 4 times 2 plus. Like this we have solved one MCQ also. Hence EIN is asked for 2 marks. It is very important to know the effective atomic number. The formula is very easy to remember. Z minus X plus Y, and Z is 29 for copper. The atomic number of copper is 29. X is the number oxidation state of Cu in this complex, and it is +2, and X is equal to 2, hence -2, and the number of ligands are 4. Each ligand can donate 2 electrons, and hence Y is equal to 8. 4 into 2, 8. If we do this calculation, we will get 35. That means copper have EAN 35. Then this is only for 1 mark. Ionization isomerism. Explain ionization isomerism in coordination compounds with suitable example. It is the type of isomerism in which coordination compounds, in which there is an exchange of ligands inside and outside the bracket. Here bromine is inside the bracket, sulfate is outside the bracket, and it is having red color. If sulfate is inside the bracket, bromine is outside the bracket, there is exchange of ligands in the inner sphere and outer sphere. The property changes and the complexes are known as ionization isomerism. These are the examples. Question number 19. Write the chemical reactions of chlorobenzene with respect to sulfonation, acylation and nitration. And sulfonation takes place. Chlorine is electron releasing resonance effect, shows electron releasing resonance effect and electron withdrawing inductive effect. And the reactions of these chlorobenzene, electrophilic substitution takes place at ortho and para position. Hence we get all ortho and para mixtures. Balanced reaction contains 1 mark each. Then question number 20. How ethanol is prepared from the following compounds? Ethanol to ethanol by reduction sodium amalgam water. Aldehyde can be converted into alcohols by using reducing agent, and the other reducing agent are NaBH4, LiAlH4, nickel platinum, Raney nickel. You can use any of the reagent as the reducing agent for this reaction. And another is ethene, cold and concentrated H2SO4. First ethyl hydrogen sulfide is formed, and when it is treated with H3O plus, formation of CH3CH2OH, H2SO4 is regenerated. This is also having 1 mark. And last is C, bromoethane, CH3CH2Br plus AQSKOH, boil, and it is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Bromine is replaced by OH, forming CH3CH2OH plus KBr. Question number 21. How are primary, secondary and tertiary nitroalkanes distinguished using HNO2 or nitrous acid? We have here taken primary nitroalkane, secondary nitroalkane, and tertiary nitroalkane does not react with nitrous acid due to absence of alpha hydrogen atom. In case of primary nitroalkane, there are 2 alpha hydrogen atoms are present. This is a NO2 group, and 2 alpha hydrogen atoms are present. It can be formed acid form. This is the nitro form, and this is the acid form. One of the hydrogen atom get attached to this oxygen, and O minus is formed. When HNO2 reacts with the acid form, this hydrogen atom is replaced by NO, and we get blue colored compound, which on treatment with KOH, this hydrogen atom of the acid form is replaced by K plus, and the blue color changes to red. That means nitroalkane on treatment with HNO2 followed by treatment with KOH gives the red color, first blue and then red. Secondary nitroalkanes forms pseudonitrile with blue color. That means only this hydrogen atom is present, and when this hydrogen atom is replaced by NO, there is no hydrogen atom which can form this type of acid form, and only blue color is obtained. It do not react with KOH. In case of tertiary nitroalkanes, it does not have such a type of primary hydrogen atom or alpha hydrogen atom, and hence tertiary nitroalkanes does not react. This carries 1 mark. Though tertiary nitroalkanes do not react with nitrous acid, we have to write
absence of alpha hydrogen atom, and tertiary nitroalkanes does not react. It carries 1 mark. This reaction carries 1 mark. This reaction carries 1 mark. Question number 22. What are monosaccharides? And explain denaturation of proteins. Monosaccharide, the carbohydrates which are composed of single unit of saccharides and cannot be hydrolyzed further, or these are the basic units of the carbohydrates which do not undergo further hydrolysis, and these are known as monosaccharides. That means they are the polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones, and monosaccharides cannot be further hydrolyzed. Then denaturation of protein, that means when a protein is heated or treated with dilute acid base undergo precipitation, this precipitation of protein is known as denaturation of proteins. But in case of model answer, it is explained that don't give the marks to the definition of denaturation of protein, but for the example we can get a mark. As a result, globules unfold and helix get uncoiled due to the breaking of hydrogen bonds. This is the explanation why denaturation of protein takes place. When heating, globules unfold and helix gets uncoiled. That means secondary structure is broken. During denaturation, secondary and tertiary structures are destroyed, but primary structures remains intact. This is the information about the denaturation of proteins. It carries 1 mark. And example carries 1 mark. Only one example we have to write: coagulation of an egg white on boiling, that means heating. Curding of milk due to formation of lactic acid by the bacteria present in milk. These are the examples of denaturation of proteins. Question number 23 is define non-biodegradable polymers. Write the preparation of pterylene. What are non-biodegradable polymers? The polymers which do not disintegrate by themselves due to environmental degradation. जे पॉलिमर स्वतःहून डिग्रेडेट होत नाही त्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो, तर नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल पॉलिमर्स. सिंपल मराठीमध्ये आपण पाहिलं की ज्यांचं डिसइंटिग्रेशन होत नाही स्वतःहून त्यांना नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल पॉलिमर असं म्हणायचं. आणि प्रिपरेशन ऑफ टेरिलिन यामध्ये इथिलीन ग्लायकॉल आणि डायमिथिल टरथॅलेट यांची रिॲक्शन आहे. बाय द रिॲक्शन बिटवीन दीज टू, pterylene is formed. It is a polyester because it contains ester linkage, C double bond O linkage. We have to write 2 steps, 1 step for 1 mark for each step. Question number 24. What are soaps? How are soaps prepared? And define antiseptics. Soaps are sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids containing more than 12 carbon atoms. And preparation of soap, it is from formation of glycerol, and soap takes place when fats and oils are hydrolyzed by alkalis. Here example of fat is taken: CH2OCOR, CHOCOR, CH2OCOR. It is the representation, and R have more than 10 carbon atoms, and hence when these fats or oils are hydrolyzed by using NaOH, formation of soap takes place having formula RCOO minus Na plus, and glycerol is the side product. Antiseptic, what are antiseptics? These are the chemicals which are applied the wounds and infected skin to prevent the growth of microorganisms. That means these are the directly applied on the surface of skin to kill the microorganisms, and the example is chloroxylenol. We have to only write the definition and not necessary to write the example. Question number 25 is the unit cell of metal has edge length of 288 picometer and density of 7.86 gram per centimeter cube. Determine the type of crystal lattice. Atomic mass of metal is 56 gram per mole. Determine the type of crystal lattice. We have to first find the number of atoms, and if we can find the number of atoms per unit cell, we can find the type of crystal. You can use the formula like this. You can do the calculation. Mass of one Fe atom is equal to molar mass 56. It is given upon Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, and we will get the answer 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram. This is the mass of one Fe atom. And we can calculate also volume of unit cell. A cube is equal to 2.88 into 10 raised to minus 8. I have converted 288 picometer into 2.88 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. This is very necessary to convert picometer into centimeter. 2.88 into 10 raised to minus 8 or 288 into 10 raised to minus 10. You can write 288 into 10 raised to minus 10 centimeter or 2.88 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter raised to 3, because volume of unit cell is equal to A cube and the volume will be 23.88 into 10 raised to minus 24 centimeter cube, and density is also given 7.86 gram per centimeter cube. Here we can use density. D is equal to mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell. We have calculated volume of unit cell. Mass of unit cell is equal to mass of one Fe atom into total number of Fe atoms, and hence we can get density is known to us. Mass of unit cell means mass of one atom of Fe and total number of atoms. Here total number we don't know, we can calculate because we know mass of unit cell, volume of unit cell, density. Hence here we can calculate 7.86 into number of atoms in unit cell into mass of one atom divided by 23.88. We have calculated mass of one atom. It is a 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 23. We have rearranged the number of atoms in unit cell is equal to 7.86 into 23.88 into 10 raised to minus 24. Here we have not written, mistake here, and 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 23. And if we calculate these things, we will get 2.018. That means two atoms are present in the unit cell, and if two atoms are present, it is a BCC structure. I have already given in the MCQ that how BCC structure contains two atoms. Hence if you write the structure is BCC structure, half mark, number of atoms half mark, and 2 marks to the formula. Another formula you can directly use. D is equal to density is equal to Z, that means number of atoms in unit cell into molar mass divided by A cube into Na. By using this you can calculate Z and directly determine the number of atoms. Question number 26 is define instantaneous rate of reaction. Explain pseudo first order reaction with suitable example. Here we are given definition. The rate of reaction at a specific instant or at a fixed time is called instantaneous rate. At that instant, it is known as instantaneous rate of reaction. Pseudo first order reaction, the reaction which have higher order 2 rate law but are found to behave as first order are called a pseudo first order reaction. These two definitions contain 2 marks. And example, COOCH3 plus H2, that means hydrolysis of methyl acetate in presence of acid, it gives CH3COH plus CH3OH. For the rate law, rate is equal to K dash into CH3COH COCH3 into concentration of H2, that means concentration of methyl acetate into concentration of H2O. But here the reaction is expected to be second order and the reaction found to be first order because the concentration of H2O in this reaction remains constant. Hence the concentration rate of this reaction depends only on the concentration of CH3COCH3, that means methyl acetate, and not on the concentration of H2O. Hence it looks like a second order reaction but it is a first order reaction. Hence it is known as pseudo first order reaction. It likes a second order, but it is a first order reaction. It is known as pseudo first order reaction. This is the definition and this is the example. Now we will move toward the section D, in which question number 27 to question number 31, these questions are included. Section D, question number 27, define the terms electrochemical series, corrosion. Write two applications of electrochemical series. Here are two definitions for 2 marks and two applications of electrochemical series. Electrochemical series, the series in which electrodes, metals or non-metal, in contact with their ions are arranged with the electrode half reaction in order of decreasing standard potential is called electrochemical series. That means electrodes are arranged in the decreasing order of standard potentials. These standard potentials are nothing but a reduction potential, decreasing order of reduction potentials. It is known as electrochemical series. Corrosion, it is the deterioration of metals or destruction of metals by a redox process in which metals are oxidized by oxygen in presence of moisture. These all things are necessary to write because corrosion takes place in presence of moisture or oxygen, and moist condition is also necessary. Two applications of electrochemical series. These are a relative strength of oxidizing agent, explanation of that, relative strength of reducing agent, identifying spontaneous reaction, direction of reaction. This application is very easy. E0 cell for reaction is positive, then it is spontaneous. E0 cell is negative, it is a non-spontaneous. Calculation of E0 cell by using cell reaction. We have already used this formula. E0 cell is equal to right minus left. You can use cathode minus anode. Then question number 28, explain interhalogen compounds. How is oxygen prepared from the following compounds? KClO4 and PbO2. First of all, interhalogen compounds for 2 marks. When two different halogen forms compounds among themselves, interhalogen compounds are formed. That means X is the halogen, X dash is also halogen, and the compounds are ClF, BrF, BrCl, ICl, ClF3, BrF3, IF3, IF7, ClF5, BrF5, IF5. That means XX dash, XX dash 3, XX dash 5, XX dash 7. You can write some examples, definition 1 mark, and some example carries 1 mark. At least 2 example we have to write. And remember, larger size, X is the having larger size, having more electropositive. That means in case of IF7, I is more electropositive and it is larger, F is smaller. And like this, 2 reactions are given for the preparation of oxygen. KClO4 on heating, it gives twice KCl plus 4O2, balanced chemical equation. PbO2, it converts into PbO plus O2. It is a balanced chemical equation, 1 marks for each. Question number 29, mechanism for the aldol condensation reaction. 3 steps are there. And another question mentioned 2 uses of carboxylic acid. In the step first, what we have to do? CH3CHO, it is acetaldehyde. Base abstract the proton and formation of carbanion takes place. It is necessary to draw the arrows in the proper direction. Carbanion is formed. That carbanion attacks on the another aldehyde molecules, carbonyl carbon, and formation of alkoxide ion. That alkoxide ion is protonated and formation of beta hydroxyaldehyde as a product. 1 step carry 1 mark. Mechanism is very easy and you can get easily marks. And uses of carboxylic acid, any 2 uses. Formic acid used in rubber, textile, dyeing, leather and electroplating industries. Acetic acid is used as a solvent and also used as vinegar in food industry. Adipic acid in preparation of nylon 6,6. Esters of benzoic acid in perfumes. Sodium benzoate as a good preservative. Higher fatty acids in soaps and detergents. These are the many uses, 6 uses out of these 6 uses, you have to write only 2 uses. Question number 30. Derive the mathematical expression between molar mass of a non-volatile solute and elevation of boiling point. Here elevation of boiling point takes place, hence delta TB is equal to T minus T0, because elevation, that means solution have higher boiling point than the pure solvent, hence T minus T0. And by experiment it is proved that solution for dilute solution delta TB is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. This carries half mark, this equation carries half mark. Delta TB is directly proportional to molality, and delta TB is equal to Kb into M, where Kb is the ebullioscopic constant, M is the molality. Molality is the number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvents, hence delta W1 is the mass of solvent in kg, W2 it is the mass of solute, M2 it is the mass of molar mass of solute. By using these quantities we can directly correlate delta TB is equal to Kb into W2 upon M2 into W1. This will carry 1 mark. And again, Van 't Hoff Avogadro law is asked. Two solutions of equal concentrations of different solutes exert same osmotic pressure. It is known as Van 't Hoff Avogadro's law. That means two solutions having same osmotic pressure having equal concentrations, or equal concentrations if there, then these solution can exert the same osmotic pressure. And isotonic solutions contain equal number of solute particles at the given temperature. Pi1 V1 is equal to N1 RT1. The question is state and explain Van 't Hoff Avogadro law, and this is the Van 't Hoff Avogadro law and it is the explanation. And last question is define a reversible process, standard enthalpy of combustion, calculate the enthalpy change for the reaction N2 plus thrice H2 that gives twice NH3, and the bond enthalpies are given for NN bond, HH bond and NH bond. These are the given. Hence a reversible process, any process conducted in such a manner that at every stage the driving force is only infinitesimally greater than the opposing force, and which can be reversed by a slight increase in the opposing force, is called a reversible process. That means only small difference is there in between driving force and opposing force, and these can be reversed. This process is known as reversible process, where maximum work is obtained in the reversible process. Standard enthalpy of combustion, standard enthalpy change accompanying a reaction in which 1 mole of substance in the standard state react completely with oxygen or completely burn. That means combustion reaction takes place, combustion of 1 mole of a substance in presence of oxygen to burn completely. It is known as standard enthalpy of combustion. 1 mole of substance in the standard state, it is necessary, and reacts completely with oxygen. And the reaction is given N2 plus thrice H2 that gives twice NH3, and delta H0, that is standard enthalpy change for this reaction, is given minus 83 kilojoules. And bond enthalpies, and it is asked, I think it is asked, here I have written asked delta H0, and all the bond enthalpies are given. Nitrogen triple bond is there, and for this triple bond 946 is the bond enthalpy, HH 435 and NH 389, and the formula is delta H0 is equal to summation of delta H0 of reactant bonds. Here 2 reactants are there, N2 and thrice H2, and we have to take 3 HH bonds, hence 3 into HH bonds, 435, 946 of the N2 plus 3 into 435 of the hydrogen minus 6 into 389, because twice NH3 and there are 3 NH bonds, and the whole reaction having 2NH3, hence 6 into delta H0 of NH. If we calculate all these things, you will get delta H0 is equal to minus 83 kilojoule. And this is the scheme of marking. We have discussed the complete question paper with the solution. I have here not taken the question paper, but I explained the questions and answers also. Hence, if we observe this answer sheet, along with all the questions is covered on 18 pages back to back. I think I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 pages are required to complete all these. Hence, it is necessary to remember that don't write extra things, you will get marks. And it is a confusion that number of supplement increases, marks increases. You have to write up to date, and this is the model answer. Thank you.
Hopefully you might have enjoyed the lecture. Then please do like the video and know your thoughts in comments. Please do share this video among your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. After subscription, you can press the bell icon to never miss the notification regarding our new videos. Thank you so much.